My name is Lyndsey McLeod. I was born in 1931. I first heard about the Churchill Fellowships in 1965 following the death of Sir Winston Churchill and the establishment of the fellowships. At the time I was working at the Technical College in Hobart in the Department of Pharmacy. I had always wanted to travel overseas to gain extra experience and qualifications and knowledge, and the Churchill Fellowships gave me this opportunity. I had applied to study chemical pharmacology at the University of Edinburgh, and at the same time to investigate pharmacy education and the evolvement of pharmacy degree courses in the United Kingdom. I applied in '65 and was asked to appear at an interview. It was a pretty high-powered panel that had been put together to interview various applicants, and I remember being quite concerned about the high level of questions, the standard of questions that were being asked of me. However, I must have answered them satisfactorily, and very soon after that I received a letter from the governor to say that I had been appointed as a 1966 Churchill Fellow, one of the first. Because it was the first issue of Churchill Fellows, it was created quite a lot of interest in the state, and we were fated to lunch at Government House. That was the first impressive thing that occurred. We left as a family. We decided we would go as a family in August 1966. When we got to the airport, the Mercury photographer was there and took our photograph as we boarded the plane on this very, very exciting and adventurous journey that we had only dreamt about up until that moment, but now it was real, and I can't describe the feeling of that great moment when we left our photographs on the front page of the Mercury. When we arrived in Edinburgh, of course, we had to get accommodation, and we had to deal with a solicitor. We went to the solicitor and I showed him my Churchill Fellowship authority, and he was very impressed. That was the first thing. He then rang the owner of the house that we wanted to rent, and she said, and I've always felt very proud of this, she said, "Australians, of course they can have my house. I was a prisoner of war in Singapore and we were released by the Australians. I don't care what he's like, he can have our house." I felt very proud to be Australian. My course in Edinburgh was a very successful one, and I was offered a scholarship from the University of Edinburgh to continue studies in various aspects of chemical pharmacology. This enabled me to graduate with a master's degree in science from the University of Edinburgh, and I travelled around the United Kingdom visiting universities in various parts of the UK where pharmacy courses had evolved into degree courses. This was valuable experience because it enabled me to come back to the Technical College and to be involved in the development of a degree course for pharmacy, which came to fruition in the mid-1970s. So my experience as a Churchill Fellow had been very valuable to me and to the department, because I was able to use the knowledge I had gleaned in the United Kingdom about the setting up of pharmacy degree courses, as well as improving my own professional experience in chemical pharmacology. The benefit to the Tasmanian community was that I came back and taught pharmacology to over 1,000 medical and pharmacy students over the next 20 or so years. There is little doubt that the Churchill Fellowship completely changed my whole professional life. It was a great experience and successful in many ways, not the least of which was the effect it had on me and my family. I will always remain grateful.